Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the corporate jungle. And today we're looking at Medicus Pharma, and let's just say their CFO is taking an unexpected leave, and there's a new sheriff in town, at least temporarily. Medicus Pharma Limited filed this report, and it's got some interesting news about their top financial officer departure and a temporary replacement. Stick around to see who's stepping into the hot seat and what it means for the company. So the big news here is that their chief financial officer, James Quinlan, is stepping away for a medical leave of absence starting September 12, 2025. This is a pretty significant role, as the CFO is responsible for managing the company's finances, which includes things like financial planning, risk management, and record keeping. When someone at this level takes a leave, especially unexpectedly due to health reasons, it can sometimes raise questions about the company's immediate financial stability or the demands of the role. Now, stepping into that critical role as the acting chief financial officer is Carolyn Bonner. She's not entirely new to the company, as she's been serving as their president since September 2023. Taking on the CFO role on top of her existing responsibilities shows a level of trust from the company's leadership. But it also means she's juggling quite a bit. The report also mentions that she won't get any extra pay for this additional duty and hasn't signed any new contracts specifically for this acting role. Carolyn Bonner is 41 and will continue as president. Before joining Medicus Pharma, she had a solid background in leadership roles at Parkway Clinical Laboratories, where she was president and CEO. This diagnostic company was accredited, meaning it met high standards for quality and competence. She also worked in corporate development at Building Beyond Brick Investment Fund, which sounds like a venture capital or investment group where she was involved in raising money, marketing, and helping with behind the Fiantech company was accredited, meaning it met high standards for quality and competence. She also worked in corporate development at Building Beyond Brick Investment Fund, which sounds like a venture capital or investment group, where she was involved in raising money, marketing, and helping with the behind-the-scenes operations of businesses. Her experience at Parkway Clinical Laboratories, where she was president and CEO from 2019 to 2023, is particularly relevant. Being in charge of a company that serves healthcare providers suggests she has a good understanding of the healthcare sector, which is crucial for a pharmaceutical company like Medicus. This role involved managing operations and strategy for a business focused on diagnostic services, so she's not a stranger to the demanding world of healthcare. She also has a degree in marketing from Westchester University, which can be valuable in understanding how to position the company's products and strategies. The filing also notes that there are no family ties between Ms. Bonner and any of the company's directors or top executives. This is a standard disclosure to avoid any appearance of favoritism or conflicts of interest. It also confirms that the company hasn't made any unusual deals with her that need to be publicly disclosed. This statement means that her appointment as acting CFO isn't part of some secret deal with other individuals to get her into this position. It's a direct response to the CFO's medical leave. Now let's look at the company's registration details to get a sense of its structure and where its stock trades. Medicus Pharma Limited has its common shares listed on the Nasdaq Capital Market, which is a stock exchange in the United States that lists smaller companies. Their common shares are registered with no par value, which is a common practice. No par value means that the stock doesn't have a nominal or face value assigned to it by the company. They also have warrants trading on Nasdaq Capital Market. These warrants are like options that give the holder the right to buy a common share of Medicus Pharma at a specific price, which is $4.64 per share. Warrants are often issued as part of a financing deal, like when the company sold bonds or preferred stock to make the offering more attractive to investors. They can be a source of future capital for the company. While this filing doesn't dive into detailed financial tables for this specific report, it gives us insight into the company's operational and leadership changes. The focus on this Form 8K is typically on significant unexpected events impacting the company, like the sudden departure of a key executive. Looking at the overall situation for Medicus Pharma, the appointment of Carolyn Bonner as acting CFO is a sign of stability during a transition. Her previous experience as president and her background in healthcare diagnostics and corporate development suggest she has the capacity to handle the financial oversight. However, the fact that she's taking on this role without additional compensation might indicate the company is looking for a temporary solution, or perhaps managing costs very closely. A key risk here for investors is always the uncertainty surrounding a key executive's absence. While Mr. Quinlan is on medical leave, the CFO role needs to be performed effectively. If Ms. Bonner's dual role proves too demanding, it could impact her effectiveness in either position. The company needs to ensure continuity and clear communication during this period. The fact that Medicus Pharma is an emerging growth company, as indicated by the checkbox, means it is subject to different regulatory requirements and might be in an earlier stage of development or growth. This often means they are more sensitive to leadership changes and market conditions. In conclusion, Medicus Pharma is navigating a leadership change at a critical financial position. Carolyn Bonner's appointment as acting CFO, while continuing her role as president, is a key development. Investors will be watching closely to see how she manages the financial operations and whether this temporary arrangement leads to more permanent structural changes within the company. The company's ability to maintain financial discipline and strategic focus during this transition period will be crucial for its future. What's your take on this leadership shuffle at Medicus Pharma? Do you think Carolyn Bonner is the right person to step in? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to Corporate Decoder for more in-depth looks at company filings. And don't forget to join our Discord community where we discuss these kinds of insights further. The link is in the video description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next Decode.